Okay. Okay, it's just us. No, I'm not insane. I realize you're just a plate of cheese and you can't actually hear me, but you never know. It's a crazy world sometimes. I once read that sea cucumbers eat their own brains. I just don't understand what's happening here. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the hell? See, the thing is I've had blue cheese before, once. Maybe, I don't know, 15 years ago. Was it some family thing? It might have been Thanksgiving at my Aunt Grace's house. Yeah, that must have been it. She always had something strange to serve: smoked oysters, wasabi peas. She just liked having some weird ass thing as an appetizer. And this one year, it was Roquefort cheese. I remember staring at it because it was pretty funky looking. This crumbly cheese with blue mold running through it. But I'm game, I'm always up for something new, so I tried it. And it was terrible. I mean, no offense. But it was noxious, like I was chewing on somebody's dirty socks or something. The smell, the taste, it was, you put a lot of things in your mouth over the years. And, if you're honest, you don't remember much about any of those things. A shrimp's a shrimp. Steak is steak. I'm not saying you don't appreciate it in the moment. You do. You're hungry. It's tasty. End of story. But it's not like you carry that moment, that impression around with you for very long. You're probably not telling people a year later about that one amazing shrimp you had. But that Roquefort cheese, that stayed with me. It was like one of those coughs that just won't go away. Or the smell you get when some kind of animal gets trapped inside the wall of your house and dies. And I mean, I guess part of it was a kind of disbelief that anyone would go to the trouble to make something that tasted that bad. Because I know it's not an easy process. It involves milk and mold and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put it in a cave for months, years, something. It's complicated. Anyway, so that was the first time that I ever had Roquefort cheese or any kind of blue cheese. It was the last time, too. Up until right now. I'm not even sure why I tried you. To tell you the truth, I mean, there were some other cheeses on that platter. And grapes. You can't go wrong with grapes. I could have taken a few grapes and a slice of Jarlsberg or something, maybe some smoked Gouda. But I saw you, this hunk of Roquefort sitting there. And I swear to God, the thought that popped into my mind was, you son of a bitch. And I was facing down some old enemy or something, like you were taunting me almost. Which is silly. I know that's silly. You're just a piece of cheese. Then again, with that mold running through you, you're actually alive, weirdly enough. A living thing. At least part of you is. So I guess maybe in some kind of primeval way, I thought maybe I could communicate with the mold part of you. Anyway, I grabbed a little chunk and, I'm going to face down my fear, confront this nightmare from my past. So I managed to force a piece of you into my mouth. And you're good. Really good. You are damn tasty, my friend. That's what I'm trying to wrap my mind around. Wow. This is really fucking me up because you taste exactly the same as the one I tried 15 years ago. I know that. I could never, ever forget that taste. But now you've got this warmth, if that makes sense, and the saltiness is just right. Not to mention your texture. See, if you had asked me 5 minutes ago what's the worst cheese in the world, I would have said Roquefort cheese. Hands down, no question. If you ask me right now, what's the best cheese in the world? I would say Roquefort cheese. And that's what's messing with me, because the cheese is the same. You're the same cheese. So that means what's different is me. And not just a little different, I mean, completely different. 180 degrees different from the person I was 15 years ago. Only I never fully realized that until I put you into my mouth. But then how could I realize that you live your life day to day, you get caught up in day-to-day things, and from one moment to the next, you're pretty much the same person, right? Maybe you change a little. What, maybe 1/100th of 1%. But that adds up. Slowly it adds up. And if you give it 15 years, it can add up to being a completely different person in every way. In fact, you can be the complete opposite of the person you used to be. And that's where this gets really twisted. See, I've had the same husband for 15 years. Same job, same friends. And they're all from a time in my life when I was a person who hated blue cheese. But I'm not that person anymore. In fact, I'm the exact opposite of that person. I just never wanted to think about it, never wanted to admit it, never wanted to say it out loud. Because what then? What do you say to people? And then what do they say to you? Fuck. Just fuck. Damn it. This is so messed up. But you are delicious. You are exquisite. And I'm not a bad person. I'm not. I just hope no one sees me. There'd be questions. Really, really uncomfortable questions. Because it's not like I kept my hatred of blue cheese a secret. And here I am gobbling your sweet, salty deliciousness down like there's no tomorrow. I mean, I'm not sure at what point I began living a lie, but that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm a complete fraud. I'm an imposter. I'm not remotely like the person other people think I am, but people change. They do. Is that a crime? Am I criminal now because I'm not the person I used to be? You tell me. What am I supposed to do? Walk back in there, tell my husband and my friends and the world that I love blue cheese? Because what would they do? Laugh? Think I was joking? Walk out of my life because they would realize they don't know me anymore? Oh, my God. Yes. This is what happiness feels like. I had forgotten that feeling without even realizing it. They need to know. It's just the way it is. They need to know who I really am. And whatever happens, happens.